The next company is Spunweb NonWoven Limited. I request the management to come on stage, please.
The non-woven fabric industry is thriving due to its applications across industries. We are Spunweb NonWoven Limited. Our products cater to sectors such as hygiene, healthcare, packaging, agriculture, and others. Certified with an ISO 9001-2015. We are one of the largest manufacturers in spunbound non-woven fabric industry in India, with an installed production capacity of 32,640 metric tons as of financial year 25. Using advanced spunbound technology to deliver high-quality, innovative products across diverse industries, with a compounded annual growth rate
of 39.74% in total revenue from operations from financial year 23 to financial year 25.
We operate through 2 manufacturing facilities spread over an area of 18,197 square meters for Spunweb NonWoven Limited and 15,580 square meters for Spunweb India Private Limited, respectively. We leverage SS and SSS advanced spunbound technology to produce strong, lightweight and cost-effective fabrics from 7 to 150 grams per square meter. We also use advanced clean room HVAC systems, ensuring contamination-free production of healthcare and hygiene products. We have an array of key production assets that include 1.6 meter PPSS machine, 2.6 meter PPSS machine, 2 advanced 3.2 meter PPSS machine and 3.2 meter BPSS machine with online detection system. Over the years, we have established long-standing relationships with brands by delivering customized, high-quality products that meet their unique needs.
During the period ending March 31, 2025, we generated 12.17% of our revenue from exports.
We served over 500 customers in the international and domestic markets. We export to 9 countries: the USA, UAE, Italy, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Kenya, and Nigeria. Our board of directors have experience and knowledge of the non-woven industry. Through their growth-focused approach combined with commercial expertise, our promoters have helped us grow our business over the years. A team of skilled and experienced management supports them, ensuring efficient management of business operations.
At Spunweb, we focus on innovation and quality, proudly manufacturing eco-friendly non-woven products under the Make in India initiative. With a strong commitment to excellence, we support industries and enhance everyday life through sustainable solutions.
At Spunweb, growth is driven not just by innovation, but by a steadfast commitment to ethical business practices. By prioritizing integrity, sustainability, and customer trust, we continue to expand our reach while setting new benchmarks in quality and responsible manufacturing.
Having established a strong foothold in the spun-bond non-woven fabric industry, we remain committed to optimize production capacity, enhance marketing efforts, expand product portfolio, and growing our customer base and geographical reach. Spunweb NonWoven Limited, innovating non-woven fabric industry.
Hello everyone, good morning. First of all, thank you Alpha Idea for giving us this opportunity. So, as many of you might not know about the non-woven fabric, so what basically the difference between the regular textile and the technical textile is that in the process of making non-woven fabrics, there is a bonding process, not a weaving process. So basically our business fall into the technical textile sector. So we have two manufacturing units. One is that is a parent company called Spunweb Non-Woven Limited, and a wholly owned subsidiary of Spunweb Non-Woven Limited, that is Spunweb India Private Limited. Both of these units are into having the same line of business, that is manufacturing of spun-borne non-woven fabric. So we started our journey in 2015. Currently, we are having 5 production line, and we are one of the largest production house in the India for the spun-borne non-woven category. Currently, we are producing more than 6 different kinds of product. Detail about each of the product will be in the next slides of my presentation. We are utilizing rooftop solar on both of our unit. So we have total 1.4 megawatt of solar project on our rooftop. We are supplying to the almost 70% of the hygiene products manufactured in India. Take the name, RGI Meditech, it is Millennium Baby Care, Myra Hygiene, and many other brands that are producing the hygiene products. These are the board of directors. So along with me, I have Jay Kagatra, who is chairman and managing director of the company. Myself, Kishan, and I'm the WTD of the company. We have Charulata Kagatra, non-executive director of the company. Amul Katodia is an independent director, and Chetan Kumar Kamani is also one of the independent directors. We started our journey in 2015. So in our line of business, it takes around 2 years to set up any production line. So as you can see from the milestone, on each alternating years, we have added one more line, and currently we have 5 production lines, and recently we are adding 2 more lines, which will be into the production by the end of Q3 of this financial year. So I'll give you a detailed understanding about what are the different kinds of product that we manufacture. So first category is hydrophobic fabric. So non-woven is a very versatile product. It can be used in the different and varieties of sectors. So it can be used for the packaging, medical, roofing, agriculture, all that sectors. So the hydrophobic fabric is the fabric where water will not pass through it. To give an example, I have a diaper in my hand. So it is if you see the back side of the diaper, the water should not pass through it. So we use here a hydrophobic fabric. While if we talk about the top side of the diaper, so I have a hydrophilic fabric in the next category. So here the liquid should pass through it. So we have both the category into our bucket. Along with that, we have a super soft fabric. That is the last category of our bucket. So as the fabric is in direct contact with the skin, and baby skin are very sensitive, so we use this super soft fabric in the combination of hydrophobic and hydrophilic. Next we have a FR treated fabric. So here we have houses of concrete, bricks and cements. While we talk about the foreign countries, they have a wooden structure of houses. So it is very quickly, the fire can pass from one point to another point. So in order to prevent it, they use FR treated, that is flame retardant fabric they use to cover the wooden structure. Next one is anti-static fabric. So while we producing the fabric, there is a static charge generated during the production. So in order, areas like medical, where the doctors are wearing gowns during the operations, so it is very critical to not have such kind of static charge during the operation. So they use anti-static fabric during those kind of application. UV treated fabric. UV treated fabric is used for the agriculture sector. Well, the fabric is in direct contact with sun over a period of 3 to 4 months or more than that. So this fabric is mostly used for the roofing and agriculture sector. Detail about this, it will come into my next slides. So here I have some of the product for your understanding purpose. So in the medical sector, it can be used for the gowns, shoe cover, buffon caps, disposable bed sheets, masks, all that application. If I talk about the hygiene, it can be used for the diapers, sanitary pad, underpads, adult diapers, and nowadays pet care is also growing into the market. and especially into the foreign market. So especially underpaid and the diapers for the pet care is also growing. If I talk about the packaging and commercial, then in day-to-day life, from the starting of your day to the end of your day, there are several products that you are using non-woven in some or other way. So it can be sheet cover, it can be bags, it can be a laundry bag. So if you are going into the hotel, then you might find laundry bags, slippers, disposable bags, and all that bags are made up of non-woven fabric. In the agriculture sector, so there are different kinds of applications like fruit cover. You might find a weed barrier fabric. You can find a crop cover. So these are the fabric. These fall under a technical farming. Even government is also promoting a technical farming nowadays. In terms of roofing and construction, as I mentioned earlier, in the foreign countries, people are using non-woven fabric for the structuring and covering the structure of wooden. So it can be used for the house wrap application. It can be used for the roofing underlayment applications. In the furniture industry, we all have seen the spring kind of mattresses into the hotels and our houses. So that spring is covered with the non-woven fabric. Also, we have seen the dust cover and the pillow covers. So these are the application into the furniture industries. If I talk about the aviation industry, we all are traveling through flights. So you might have seen the headrest, pillow covers, protecting packaging for the aviation. These all are made up of non-woven fabrics. If I talk about the spa and beauty, then gowns, shoe cover, hair cap, vaccine strips. So as you have seen that there are several sectors where the non-woven can be used in the form of different applications. So you might know that how it is produced. So basically we use polypropylene as a raw material. Majority of raw material is polypropylene chips. There is a melting process through extruder. Once the melt, that liquid melt is generated, it is passing through the spin rate where there will be 25 to 30 thousands of hole will be there and it becomes the filament over there. Once the filament is generated, it collected onto the belt and it passes through the calendaring process where heat and pressure is applied. So there is no weaving process in such kind of process. So it is called technical textile. These are some of the pictures of our facility. We have a state-of-art quality laboratory in-house into our production unit. So in the process of supplying our fabric to the hygiene sector, we need to pass through a rigorous quality check. So we have all the testing equipment starting from the raw material to the finished good. These are some of the brands to whom we are supplying as of now. There are manufacturers of adult care, pet care, baby care, fem care. Also, some of them are manufacturers of medical, like masks, PPE kits. Many companies are manufacturing of agriculture products. We are exporting to more than 12 countries as of now. Like we are a bit diverse with the geographical reach. So we are supplying to the USA region, we are supplying to the European region, Middle East, GCC, Asian countries. So our export is diversified and not only focused onto the one geographical reach. If I talk about industry overview, the non-woven sector is growing and government is also helping by providing many benefit to this non-woven sector. And if I talk about the number, then in current 2025, the expected Indian non-woven market demand is around $3.2 billion, while it is expected to reach $5 billion by the end of 2029 with the growth rate of around 11%. Why this sector is growing? There are many key factors that is helping this non-woven sector to grow. First of all, hygiene product awareness. So you might have seen that government is running several campaigns to support the non-woven like hygiene sector. So we have seen the 1 rupee sanitary pad government is distributing to all the rural areas. In the hygiene, if I talk about the diaper, then 50% of the diaper is made up of non-woven fabric. And also into the sanitary pads and all, non-woven is playing a crucial role. So if that demand grows, it is also helping non-woven sector to grow. Along with that, we have seen the movies like Padman and all that is also promoting a hygiene awareness into the urban and rural areas, where it is directly helping non-woven sector to grow. Not only that, agriculture and so we have seen this technical farming is also growing. So there is also one of the key area nowadays that is helping non-woven to grow, because more and more farmers are using technical farming instead of, because we are seeing the rain in the mid season of summer. So because of the global warming, farmer needs to move towards the technical farming, and this is one of the key factor that is helping agriculture sectors to grow. So we are one of the largest production house, and by being one of the largest production house, we have 5 production lines. And not only that, if I talk about some peers of our non-woven manufacturer, so they are having 1 to 3 production lines, while we have 5 production lines. Currently, our production capacity is around 33,000 of metric ton. So we have tailor-made spunboard non-fabric. So we provide different kinds of GSM, sizes, color combinations, and all that thing. We have many customers that are associated with the Spunweb since 2017, and it is very crucial in our line of business, because it takes around 1 or 2 years to establish any customer. So having such customers, having a long standing association is a crucial in terms of non-woven fabric manufacturing. So if I talk about the quality, we have in a state-of-art in-house laboratory. It is very crucial to have all the testing equipment in-house and having a state-of-art facility and production house. We have a dust-proof production house. So these all is helping us to cater our hygiene sectors, because it is very crucial to have this both quality and the infrastructure that supports the diapers manufacturing. We are having multiple products that we added into our bucket. That is a wider width fabric. That is, we are the only one that is having 32 meters of wide fabric. That is for the export purpose of the Europe, UK, Australia. We have currently unutilized capacity. That is, we are currently utilized about 55% of our production capacity. So we have still room to grow without having additional line in terms of hygiene sector. We are adding 2 more lines in terms of packaging and commercial sector, because in those sectors we are running out of capacity. So we have recently added 2 more lines, which will be into the final production by the end of Q3. We are also adding 2 solar projects, ground mount, of 6.5 megawatt altogether, as it is second most expense into our production electricity cost. So we are adding up in order to be a renewable energy utilization. So let's talk about the financials. So in FY25, our revenue was around 227, while our EBITDA was around 13.75, like 31 CR. Our PAT was around 10 CR in FY25, while our ROE was up and above 24 from FY24. Net worth was around 43 CR in FY25, while our cash profit was around 20 CR. So if I compare from FY23 to 25, our revenue is growing with the rate of 40% CAGR. EBITDA and PAT number is in front of you. So these are some of the supporting financials which will be on the NSE platform. Now, the numbers which you have seen is a consolidation of only 3 months. So as you know that we have 2 manufacturing units. One is SNL, one is SIPL. So our SIPL company was earlier a partnership firm. In order to make it private limited and then to make it a wholly owned subsidiary, our 9 months financial went with the previous partnership firm. So actually our PAT is, instead of 10 CR, it is a 14 CR in FY25, while our revenue is 266 CR instead of 227 CR. These are just financial numbers. So we are the only company in India in category of spun-born non-woven fabric that is listed on stock exchange. As I mentioned that we are adding 2 advanced line for our packaging, agriculture and commercial sectors. These will add into the group total capacity around 20%, and it will be in the production by end of quarter 3 of this financial year. We are also adding 2 solar projects, which will be like 4.5 megawatt in our parent company called SNL, and 2 megawatt in our subsidiary company, that is SIPL. Yeah, this is the last slide. Okay, complete. Yeah. So it will generate roughly around 11.9 million units altogether in a year. And this project is also commissioned by the end of quarter 3 this financial year. Thank you. We are open for your questions and answers. Yeah.
The floor is open for Q&A. Please ask your questions.
Hi, excellent presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask, with the new government policy in place for diapers, where they are insisting on the BIS, what does it add value to your non-woven manufacturing?
So actually it is helping non-woven sector with the help of BIS, because earlier all the companies were like downgauging the quality because of the cost cutting method. But again, with the help of BIS, they need to follow certain level of quality parameters. So they need to upgrade the quality of the non-woven also, because we are able to produce the quality. But because of the cost cutting method of this manufacturer, they were downgauging it. So it is helping our line of business that BIS has implemented onto the hygiene sector.
But does the non-woven fabric category also require any kind of certification?
Not as of now.
Not as
of now.
And
Only diaper is considered into the BIS category. Not sanitary
final
pad and the adult care is not considered into this.
Okay.
Yeah.
And secondly, are we protected in any way against the non-woven from China?
Yes, there are anti-dumping duty implemented on China, and also we have capacity is still growing, because as you know that diapers import has been stopped after the BIS has implemented, because no Chinese company is getting the BIS certification. So people are also increasing their capacity in terms of hygiene product and also of the non-woven fabric.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in your list of customers, we could not see Friends. It is one of the largest manufacturers.
Because of some company policy, we are not supplying to friends.
Achha. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning. This is Mr. Patil from Bangalore. Sir, what is the plan for reducing the loan? Currently, I see that it is almost 80-85 crore post IPO proceeding. Is there any plan A? And what is the rate of interest you are currently getting for this loan?
Yes. So basically, in non-woven fabric production, we are getting a subsidy from the government. So in order to avail the subsidy, we need to process through loan itself. So unless and until we are getting this benefit from the government, we need to keep the loan running, and the rate of interest is around 8.10 to 9%.
Okay. In
Yeah.
the balance sheet, I could see, in the P&L, I see it's almost 11 to 12. Is it include some other cost?
Sorry?
In the P&L, I see that low finance cost is almost 9.5 CR for FY25. If I look at a loan versus the interest, it comes almost 11 to 12%. Is there any other cost included?
Yes, we are getting raw material from the all these MNCs. So they are supplying through a distribution, DCA, we call it DCA. So DCA is charging us some interest % on the raw material payment. So because of that, you are seeing these charges. We need to pay interest to the DCA if we want a material on credit.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And is there any way to reduce the working capital? Currently, I see that it is almost 4 months. And also when I see margin levels or net margins are around 4 to 5%. If I see the working capital, it slightly looks on a higher side, considering the margins.
So as you know that we are utilized around 55% of our production capacity. So our plan, see, in our line of business, it takes around 2 years, as I mentioned earlier, to set up any new plant. And especially for the hygiene sector, it takes more 1 or 2 years to establish with the customer. So now that phase of our company is already gone. So we just need to utilize the unutilized capacity. And by doing so, it will reduce the cost.
Any timeline for utilization where we reach?
We are
optimum level?
expecting around 2 years to get completely utilized with the existing capacity.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi. So what about the raw material, and what's the impact of raw material on your margin profile, the cost of raw material? So a bit about your supply chain in terms of your backward compatibility, etc. I mean, are you integrated end to end? What are the risks there, basically?
Understood. So we are majority of raw material is polypropylene. We are doing both the channel. One is import channel and one is utilizing from the domestic. So we are importing from the Exxon, Sabic, Lindell, Basel, like from the Singapore and Saudi countries. And domestically we are procuring from the IOCL and Reliance. So in our, from the beginning in the non-woven sector, whatever the fluctuation in the raw material, it is directly passed through the customer. So whether it is increased or decreased, it is directly passed to the customer. So there is no such effect will come on to the final price of the selling cost.
And you don't see a risk of the supplier because of any geopolitical situation, etc.
So that's why we have kept our supplier, one is coming from the Singapore, one is coming from the Saudi. So as we know that there were some shipment issue like few months back. So at that time we were getting material from the Singapore region. So that's why we have diversified bit with the local Singapore and Saudi regions.
Okay, and the last question is on the order book. Do you get into any long-term contract? You have any visibility of your future orders for next few years?
So in our line of business, majority of sales is through recurring sales. So it is not like a EPC company that you are getting an order book of let's say 1 year or 10 months. We are getting order book of around 1.5 months. Once it is finished, they regenerate the PO and all, and it is a recurring process.
And you said that it takes about 2 years to set up the whole pipeline, but what about the actual entry barriers? Because if there is a growth here, you will see competition. So how are you protecting yourself from competition?
Yeah, so when you are, we are having experience in the non-woven field of over 20 years. So we have specialized some of the product, and one of the roller is patented. The calendar patent is patented. So because of our experience, we have patented that pattern, and it is help us to produce a lofty and the softer fabric, which is very difficult to produce from different kind of machines.
All right. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you. Basically, it is not a biodegradable fabric, first of all, but our government is promoting non-woven as a reusable product. So initially, when people didn't know about how it is being produced and what is non-woven fabric, they first of all implemented non-woven on a ban side. But after government is getting knowledge about how it is produced and how can it be utilized instead of plastic, single-use plastic. So there are certain guidelines by the government that you need to use about 60 GSM in the field of packaging.
Check.
So it is not eco-friendly, but it is a reusable solution against the plastic, single-use plastic.
So, in terms of diapers, will it going to contribute majorly to your overall sale?
Yeah, around 65% of our sale goes to the hygiene sector.
So, tomorrow when government decides to have biodegradable products, what impact can it have on your business, and how would you take care of it?
Yes. So, if government is implementing such kind of a biodegradable product, then they have to process it through a non-woven machine itself. And if such implementation is given to us, then we can modify our machinery at that time, because currently even the machine manufacturer is not getting the idea of how it will become a biodegradable. And in the diaper, it is not about the non-woven fabric itself. There are pulp, there are SAP, there are glue, there are PE, there are lycra. So there are multiple products used in diapers. So in order to make it a biodegradable, government needs to make all this channel a biodegradable. So we are not seeing any near future that government will ban the non-woven and use the reusable.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thank
Hello.
you.
With this, I think the Q&A is concluded. Please give a warm round of applause. Like I said, we got friends from all over India. Our Hyderabad friends are here. Durga, Sai Krishna, please come on stage. Sai runs a very popular YouTube channel called Money Purse. Lakhs of followers.